I don't know what's wrong. Sorry guys, I'm trying to fix it. Oh, works. Okay. I I can't see this. Seems like nobody's here. Okay, I'll start. So first of all, I'll create some small sketches to find the form. Uh, I decided to. I asked you to what do you prefer to to see on the stream, and most of you decided that want to see the architectural sketching, and but many of you also wanted to see the creation of coloring page. So I decided to combine these two topics and create architectural sketching. But before we'll use markers in it, first of all we'll create the architectural design, a little bit in the fantasy mood. Then I'll scan it to create to create a coloring page and upload it on my website and Patreon, so you can to download it for free. And after that, we will use markers to finish the whole sketching. So I don't know, does anything works right? I hope so. I'm not good in stream, so I'll try to. I hope I'll fix everything that won't work before. So let's start. Before creating drawing on the larger sheets, I make some A4 sheets and make some sketches on it. So try to find the form. So this is gonna be something between the real architecture and something between like fantasy architecture. So I should combine. If there, this will be just fantasies, I'll create maybe something like that. But it's extremely hard to make it real in real world. So let's make something more real. Sorry for English. I don't. Sometimes there is not enough words I can use, but anyway, I can draw them. Maybe something like that. Yeah, that form is pretty okay. So I'll mark with a plus. I like buildings on hills, so probably this one will be the same. but I don't know. Or maybe something like this. It's okay too. There's something unusual for me to make drawings in streams. It's a little bit hard to focus on the drawing and design as I usually do. But I will. So something like this. Yeah, I often like to use simple ball pen. I don't know why. Probably because on the every grade in the school I used it on the lessons where I shouldn't I use it for drawings on my copybooks, notebooks. But in that time, well, when I should start it, but yeah, let's try something else. Let's try without the frame, without borders. Maybe something like that. I want to find something funny for the building. Let's use some markers to make the process a little bit easier. It's like two blocks. I don't think that we can create something interesting from this. Okay. Maybe we'll take this one and continue with it. So if we have a hill, we have a building, and we combine with this one, we'll create the way with the stairs. Okay, it can't be on the rock. Okay, some trees around. But what about the building itself? What about this form, the stone, and this will be the something with in the metal, in the metal. Okay, let's create this one. Now it's time for larger sheets. So let's take a pencil. The heel, the first form, the second one. Yes, seems like okay. I can see a comment, maybe something's wrong, but I don't see anybody, probably because there is nobody, but okay, I'll continue, and I hope that after all the video will be created and you'll be able to see it. I do hope so. You can see this is something between the real architecture and something like fantasy one. So we can create the stairs here. Okay, and here will be the cliff. Yeah. The rocks here, and here will be the something green. Bushes, trees, and some structures. Yeah, looks good. Not perfect, but quite okay. So let's take liner. I have a lot of them, several thicknesses, and I use, before I started to make details, the movements of the hand will be bigger, larger. So I prefer to take a little bit not so thin liner and take 0.1. Yes, this one. So let's continue. We just use our soft shapes, soft strokes, to find a little bit more detail that can be interesting, that can make our design a little more interesting. More interesting. So actually, I don't know what actually I'm doing, but I know what the feeling of the results I want to get. You can see that during you can admit that during the whole process the shape of the building can change, and that's the most incredible and the most interesting, because you know the whole composition, you know what you want to get, almost, you know almost that you want to get. Sorry for my English. Sometimes I can explain, especially in the moment when I'm trying to create something and create some design, and it's hard to take the right word to describe the whole process, which is even hard to describe in my native Ukrainian language. So I hope you'll forgive me for these mistakes. If not, it's not my problem. Sorry. So, stairs here, and the other path will be on that side. Yeah, I like to use some elements of the comics in drawings that makes the drawings not so serious and brings more fun in the process, in the drawing itself. Of course, when I'm creating the diagrams, sketching for clients, for customers, I don't use them because the task is different. But when I make them for myself, I often use them. This is my way to get more fun from the process. I know that in this stage it is hard to understand what it's all about in this drawing, but little by little, uh, when the when more details are coming, you see the what I meant. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen. I'm not used to look at the other camera, so I'm going to get used to it. So this part will be in this, from the stones, from the bricks and stones, but what we shouldn't forget about the glass. We'll make some unusual forms for glass, for windows, and of course we can use them here too. It's a little bit messy and it's okay. This allows us to use black marker more. I don't know how to explain. I'll show you. So let's take a little bit thinner liner and make some more details. The main shape. At this stage I'm trying to connect the main and the most interesting parts of the sketch and create with them all the necessary details that will show us the idea which we tried to find. Something more like, not a fantasy, more like a little bit different type. So somewhere here will be the glass. Maybe here. I should add some more details on the way to the building. The trees. Oh, sorry, bushes. I don't know, can you hear me? I like to use some chaotic strokes like this to end up and late, later to create from them the stones, the wall stones. I found this method for me is very comfortable and I use it a lot. So let's erase the unnecessary strokes that we made with pencil. It becomes messy here. Thank you. First of all, we'll create the coloring page. I will scan this drawing and later lately upload it on my website and Patreon, and today we'll finish it with markers. I don't know, maybe I'll use color markers or just black one. I don't know yet, but we will see. So little by little the form appears here, and we begin to see what we can get from this idea. Some things should be fixed, some things should be make something, some others things works great, and all that we can combine in the we should combine in the whole design. As I can said before, this is not something about a real design that can build, and not a just fantasy design, something between. It's like it looks like not a fantasy, like a fantastic tech design, something like that, probably, maybe. To be honest, I already want to use black markers to create the main shadows, but as I told you before, that I should scan it to create the coloring page from it. So I should finish the first stage, and only after that I can relax with the black marker. The main thing that I shouldn't forget about that, because in the during the process I can forget and take a marker and to start creating the large black strokes. strokes. Can you hear me? Because I had troubles with the connections, with the devices in the beginning. So let me know if something is wrong. Please let me know because I'm not experienced streamer, so that would be nice to get some feedback from you. I tried on streams only 2 times before, but it was many weeks ago. So I can say that I'm starting from the scratch again. So many rocks, and sometimes this may seem too boring, but for me it's not. To create all these shapes, like a meditation for me. It's like it's time when I can relax, when I can think about something else. I can try to make a conversation with you because to creating this rocks texture is pretty comfortable for me, and I like it. Let's continue with the other parts. Thank you very much. I'm happy to read this, really, because for me it's quite hard to get used to things like this, to show on the stream, to make something new, and it's also hard to find the right words. I try to improve my English, develop my English, develop, I don't know, every day, but there are a lot of words that I don't know and I want to memorize, especially the architectural and urban words that I can use in my specialization as an architect. So there are so many interesting and difficult words. But I will figure out with that. This part looks pretty okay, but Mm, I don't know. I like liners. Maybe because actually I don't know why. I like the feeling with these with them. I also have different types, many different types of them, but not all of them gives me that best, that's the most interesting, comfortable feeling. That's why I like this one and that one the most. But oh, here I don't know. But it depends on the mood, on the qu- quantity of uh, quantity of drawings you created with particular liner. Thank you. Yeah. And where are you from? Is it evening or morning in your country? In our country, it's 20:20 p.m. Yeah, I agree. I don't think that this will be the best coloring page because of too too many lines in this drawing, but I'm pretty satisfied with the as a sketch, with the drawing as a sketch. Oh, it's even later in your country. It's pretty hot under these two light boxes, soft boxes, and arms begins to hands begins to sweat. I don't I don't like this because it becomes harder to draw, but it's okay. let's make a little bit more main lines with even thicker liner, and after that I think we can scan it. So I think let's outline some of them. But not all. Just to make some, to add some value to volume to this drawing. I see, I understand you. Not yet. This time I forgot to turn on the plane mode on phone, so I hope nobody will call me now on the phone, because I already had some problems with the connection and I don't want them again. I have to say that when I decided to make streams, one of the reasons to start them is to become become better in English. and of course to meet many interesting people who like the same things that I do, because I live in a quite a small town, especially in this situation. There's not many with whom you can share your knowledges, to talk about something that interests, talk about design, to talk about sketching. Have to say that in my town I haven't met somebody who liked the architectural sketching. So that's one. This two reasons pushes me uh, to try streams. Yep, I think so. Yeah, they're good, and I'm going to get used to it, to them. I even thought about creating not to focus on the streams more than creating the videos of the drawing, because I think now it looks for me that it's better to, it's more interesting and challenging to create more streams than more videos on YouTube. So, and I think it's can be much more interesting for me. So I'll test it, and if it will works, so I will do. I'll make streams more often than one time a week, because for now I'm in my plans to make one stream a week. mm, I think it would be, this will be the Friday, like today. It's nice way to not to be alone in the process. It's much uh, it's much more interesting. It's like when somebody goes to a cafe, somebody goes for a walk. I like this too, but sometimes you want to spend time with drawing and to speak somebody, and for me this is the good way to I don't know how to explain, sorry. I think you understand, can understand what I wanted to say. So on this stage I should be careful because there are too many lines already, so it's easy to interrupt or to make it worse. So I'm going to make a scan of this drawing. Scanner is over there. So I'll be absent in 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute, and after that I'll came back and we will continue with the black marker. Hello again. So let's continue with the marker. This time I'll use this simple cheap marker, and let's try not to damage it. So let's begin. This big part will be in the duck. Yeah, we've been creating these stones so long, and now we cover them with the black. Yeah, sometimes it happens because I don't know where everything goes till it comes to somewhere. So this time we should cover them all. Yeah, just for shadows. The glass is here. Up here and maybe here. I like markers for their flat shape. I don't know, it's something unbelievable to me. I do really love to like to draw with this this type of shape. Even the Copic brush markers don't give me such a great feeling as all these gives that all these give. You can see that while I like these flat colors, they makes the drawings more clear. They covers the some some strokes, and the drawing begins looks more clear. Of course, if there are not too much black on the drawing. So this is one of the most important thing when I use markers, not to like overcover with the particular color of the marker. Stairs. Okay. Looks good. Let's continue with this part. Now we can see how this dark, simple dark marker make this drawing. I don't know how to say. Gives him volume. Becomes it's not 2D drawing anymore. It's about 3D, or maybe 2.5D. Yeah, maybe 2.5. Not a 3D. The glass. this flat black color, uh, we will use the white pen to add some interesting details and to not to make it so big, because now it's like it's too rude. It looks too rude. I want to do something with this part, but I don't know what to do with it now. But I think, I hope the drawing will tell. If not, I'll try something, and I'll try not to damage it. Yeah. Leave and more, make it more live. It's alive. It's alive. Yeah. So let's add some black here. So I think for now it's no, not yet. A little bit here. Some more strokes, a little bit, and continue with the. I want something here. Yeah, this is not all. And let's connect some elements of these black shapes with the whole drawing. I like to use and outline these flat colors, flat shadows with the liners, and to finish their shape with some very small lines, connect them between each other, and it's like a rope that connects all the clusters of the drawing. Even when we have some these separated things, and it's look like garbage, and I like to add some details on them, make an accent, and now they're not like something useless. It's now they look like important part of the whole drawing. It's like the connection between white paper and the drawing itself. And on this stage I use maybe a 0103 liner for the main contours, and in the end I use you'll see I use the 005 liner to make more like hairy lines that will create some kind of texture, some kind of pattern on the drawing, because all these things it's like a mess, but after all they will look great. And of course we don't forget about the white pen, but we can use it. Yeah, let's use it now. I use 0.5 thickness. You can see that these lines with this pen, they are also like connectors between dark flat color and the white. This here with the white stones. And of course we can add some more. We can add something like lamps on the stairs. Of course we understand that even when the light is off and the lamps are in the shadows we can't see it, but sometimes I add this detail, and these details helps us to understand the situation in this drawing. let's finish with small hairline details and connect all these small pieces and maybe create some new. So I'm pretty glad, but this dark part is still very dark, and I want to do something with, but I don't know that I should. A little bit lost strokes. And I forgot one thing, not a necessary thing, but important for me. With this black, big black mess, it looks better when I use this technique. For now, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed these minutes. I hope this time was comfortable for you, was useful, and thank you for joining. I hope the next Friday I will continue streaming and we'll create something new, interesting. And thank you, guys. See you soon. Bye bye. And of course, don't forget that this coloring page is probably today will be available on my website and Patreon for free download. So enjoy and see you soon. Bye bye.